Hey peeps, it's just me. A snow day would not be a snow day unless we go outside. So guess what? You're about to go on a trip with us. Right out there. Do you want to build a snowman? Because that's what we're about to do.
Nobody want to build no snowman. Welcome to the beach. Tyler takes a tumble.
You gotta watch it. Watch yourself.
I just got these feet.
They're brand new.
I ordered them from China. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas,
and
Happy
all that
Thanksgiving.
fun stuff. Well, we saw this.
We put out some videos, but we haven't sat down and talked in a while.
Well, hello people. It's so great to see you all. We miss talking to you all.
Yeah. So we're sitting here with our hot cocoa because, as you might be able to see in the background, it is snowing outside.
No.
It is dumping.
Yeah, it's
outside.
coming down, but it's so beautiful. And we pray for people who.
That's hot.
It's hot cocoa. Woo, that's cold. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah, what? That was weird.
We're praying for the people who are out in the snow. You know, we hope that you all remain safe, and that you will make it home safely this evening because the snow has not stopped.
No. So we would like to give you a life update today. It's been a while. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where to start, really. But
well, I'm back in school. Yay! We'll enter some applause right here.
You see that air clap?
Yeah. We'll enter applause right here. So you can put a clap in and everything. We're clapping for real. But yeah, I'm back in school. I'm at Liberty University working on my master's, and boy, it's a big testimony.
Huge
definitely did not want to have to pay for that or take out any loans, and God provided where I don't have to come out of pocket for it.
I don't get no amens out there.
We'll put some more. You know, now I see how people feel when they used to have like the live recording audiences.
Cue the claps. And
all right, bring it back. But yeah, I'm back in school working on my master's. Even in the midst of it, I had to switch some classes and stuff like that. But to God be the glory, it's going great. I finished my first semester with A's. Where are the claps? A's in both of my classes. Thankful to this guy for definitely supporting me as I finished the first semester, because of course I had to come home, had to take care of Taylor, and had to buckle down and do some schoolwork, and he was there to support me 100%. So I'm thankful for that, and school is going great. I actually will start back in March. Had to shift some things, but we'll be starting back in March.
yeah, so if you got dreams about going back to school,
You can do it.
you can do it. And we got a baby. I know there's other people that have 2 kids, 3 kids, maybe even 4 kids, and they're going back to school, and I commend you on that, because that's huge, because I'm seeing how she's doing it now. We only have 1 little girl, and so we encourage everybody, man, just to even on a broader scale, just pursue your dreams. And so we'll get to some of that too. But Christmas came and went.
It was so fast.
Yeah, it was. We took a trip down to Pensacola, Florida, and also navigated through Alabama a little bit. But it was awesome to go down to the beach for Christmas. For everybody who knows me, I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Been in Richmond for a while now, but not used to the sun being out like that on Christmas Day. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, no, I think the weather was pretty warm this past year for Christmas.
Yeah, even for probably the people up here in Virginia and elsewhere. It was pretty warm, a pretty nice December. But yeah, we enjoyed the beach. Taylor seemed like she was enjoying the beach. Of course, she couldn't crawl.
It was her first time.
Yet, but just looking around, seeing different things that she's probably never seen before.
Yeah, it was her first time putting her feet in the sand and touching the water a little bit. And so she was all over the place. But that was pretty good, just to get away and to be with family. It was an awesome time. But while we were down there, I actually got my opportunity to shoot my very first music video. And so it was pretty awesome. It was actually Taryn's mother, who is a recording artist who just released her debut CD. Was it just last year, 2015?
Yes.
Yeah, just did her CD release.
No, it was 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
She released her debut CD in 2014, and so we're just now getting the opportunity to shoot a music video. And like I said, it was my very first music video, and so when she approached me about it, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. But the interesting thing about it is, like, that's kind of my whole testimony with media in general. You know, it started off with a gift. Taryn blessed me with the camera a couple Christmases ago. Started off with photography. And I remember sharing with somebody like, I never do video, it's just too complicated, it's too much to it. Next thing you know, I start doing it.
It's funny how you say you're never gonna do something. And
I know.
Sometimes
it's amazing. Yeah, it's everything has just been kind of unfolding. Things have been coming, opportunities have been coming. I haven't really even been chasing after it. Things have just been happening. And so like I said with this video, when she approached me about it, I was just like, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out or how it's going to look, but we'll post a link to it and we'll run some of it at the bottom.
Yeah.
But then also some of the engagement videos I've been doing, we probably post a link to that or something so that you can see some of those. But it's been the same thing where it's like, I don't know how we're going to piece this together, but then it just ends up snowballing into this big thing, and so everything is kind of evolving. And so you can see the website right here. Just click right here and you can navigate to the website. Check it out, pictures, video, some
my
music.
baby doing his thing.
But it's just amazing. Again, it just goes to the testimony of just what happens when you receive a gift.
Yeah.
And like the word says, your gift will make room for you.
Preach it.
And so it was a gift, and it's just amazing how things have been unfolding, and even more gifts have been opened up
as a result
of that one.
Yes, that's amazing.
I can preach.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
It did preach.
Yeah, it preached.
It preached. About the CD, it's amazing to see my mom not giving up on her dream and really pushing, even completing the entire project. I mean, some of those songs on that CD were songs that we sung with her when we were young, like maybe 5, 6, 7, I don't know. But just around the house, and just to see her actually give birth to that CD and those songs, it really encouraged me, because there are a lot of things that I feel like, or I know that I want to pursue and do, and to see an example of that in my mother, somebody I'm super close to, achieve that, it's a blessing. And even with the video, just being able to be a part of it with her and celebrate and just see what God did with it. It's amazing. And even now she's booking events and all of that. So, you know, like God, like Ty even said, you know, you have a gift. Don't sit down on your gift, people. You know, it's a reason. It's not about you. It's bigger than you. So don't allow that to intimidate you. Something that I'm actually even working on at this point. You know, I'm not going to reveal it yet, but it'll be coming soon. Something's in the works. And so with that, you know, I started planning it out and thinking like, oh man, this is going to be super huge. I get super excited about it, and all of a sudden, because it's so big, I'm like, okay, let me just not do it at all. But what God showed me was, you know, you can't despise small beginnings, because you know, that's where He's taking you. You might see the full big picture of what it can be, and that's probably most likely where you're going. But you have to start somewhere. And so, you know, I think for anybody who's struggling with their gift, you start where you are. Start where you are. Thank you.
Something that you said was that y'all were singing these songs when you were kids, like around the house. You know, because some people, I think you feel like you get into a certain age where it's like, I'm past that, or I missed the window of opportunity for whatever it is, or you know, you look at it like, oh, you know, we were kids, you know, that's what it was, but that's not what it is.
I'll never do anything
now.
Like that.
Or it won't be anything big. Like you knew your thing was going to be big, or you in your mind you saw that so big that it was overwhelming. But some people on the other end, they might be thinking, oh, that's nothing, that's insignificant, or that was so long ago. But
doesn't serve any purpose now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting that a lot of those things, when you were a child, when you were a teenager, when you were coming up in your young adulthood, and for those who are maybe older who are thinking, I missed my window, you know, look at it this way. God strategically put some of those things in place to try to get your attention, because a lot of those small things were just clues, were just hints, were just pointers trying to lead you into the direction of the calling that he had on your life in the first place. I guarantee you, if you take a moment and you just look back over your life and just meditate just for a moment. Meditate sounds like a really deep word, but just sit and just think for a few minutes like, okay, what are some things that I've been exposed to in my life? We had this conversation the other day about exposure, being exposed. Why is it that God allowed me to see this? Why did he allow me to experience this? Why did he allow me to go here? Why did he allow me to
meet this person?
All of that.
Or see this person from a distance, and then, you know.
Exactly. And you start piecing things together and it's like, wow, I see that when I was younger, I always had this interest in media. But I never thought it would be something that I would be into until somebody blessed me with it, and it just came so naturally, almost like I'd been doing it all my life. But then you look back and it's like, man, my dad was into electronics, but I never cared about it. It was just like, matter of fact, I even laughed at it. It was just like, you have all of this junk, like you have cameras from 1980 something, you have tapes from the 60s and 70s, you have cords, you have plugs, like they don't even work anymore. But now it's like, now that I'm actually doing it, I find myself going back to him like, hey, you still mess with Photoshop? You still got Premiere? You still have a cord that runs this? You know what I'm saying? But like, after you think about it, it's like all of those things were pointing to this, but you didn't recognize it. And
so enjoyables. Hey, you got a new name.
Oh, I like that.
So enjoyables.
Enjoyables.
Take some time, you know, and think about those things. What are those interests? You know, what are those things that stick out to you, that catches your attention? And start digging a little deeper. You know, you're created for a purpose. You're here for a reason. It's something that God wants to do in you and through you. So please pursue those things. Don't let anything intimidate you, or because you see somebody else doing it and they may be doing it on a larger scale than you. Start where you are with what you have, and I'm telling you, God will provide the rest.
Man, I almost want to hit that for a second, but not going to do it. That might have to be another episode. But yeah, definitely what she said.
So yeah, we thank you all for watching. As always, to those of you who are experiencing the snow, have fun, be safe. Make sure you at least get out there at least once. I mean, it's really nice out.
Yeah.
And then come back in. And then drink some hot chocolate.
We did it backwards.
Yeah.
We drank hot cocoa and then we went out.
But that means we can drink more.
Now we get to drink more hot cocoa. About to get cocoa wasted.
Cocoa wasted and a movie. Sounds good to me. So y'all be sure to enjoy life.
Taylor, anything you want to say? Y'all see how big Taylor is getting?
Yeah, check her
out. Y'all haven't seen her in a while.
So this is a Taylor update. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, let's do a Taylor update real quick.
So Taylor is, actually she'll be 7 months in the next couple of days. And
as you can see, she is a happy baby.
She is a happy baby. She was a little sick this past week, but even still she was smiling through.
That is an amazing, I think we're gonna shout right there. No. But check this out though, right? Taylor was not feeling well almost this whole week, but you wouldn't know it just by looking at her.
Yeah.
Like
she's been delivered.
Because she was still laughing, still smiling. The only difference, and really the only way that we can know if something is wrong with her, is because she sleeps longer than normal, and so we know that her body is fatigued, and that's when we end up usually taking her temperature when she sleeps long.
A little fussy, just a little bit, but I mean it was pretty amazing to see her smiling, you know, and I could feel her temperature. She was really high. And,
it was. You
know, but thankfully the doctor reported that it wasn't RSV, it wasn't the flu or any, you know, crazy infection or anything, you know, but she's back to 100% laughing, you know, smiling, and we're thankful for that.
Taryn took a picture of her actually when she was running one of her fevers, and we'll put that up also, but like that's the smile that she had basically all week. I want to give big ups to Taryn as well, because Taryn also had like a late night stomach bug. I don't even know what happened.
I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant.
But I mean, it was just one night, and you know, not to be too nasty, but she was throwing up.
That was
and it was just
my
like,
first time throwing up.
yeah, Taryn is never sick. Actually, I'm never sick either. It's probably just like allergies or cold or something. But like
something got me. I think it was some food that we ate.
Yeah.
We won't say where, but yeah, I think it was that. It had me a little sick, but I'm good now. But yeah, Taylor, she will be 7 months.
7 months.
Oh my
in
God,
a few days.
time is
On the
flying.
24th, she'll
I
be 7
have to start
months.
like planning birthday party. It won't be over the top. But I will tell you some of the things that she's doing. She's actually starting to try to crawl now. She does scoot, and she can make some
She's
distance
strong too,
across
so
the
if she
floor.
grabs something, she can pull herself either up or she can pull herself to it. She was pulling herself up on me today, but she's trying to get the legs thing.
Yeah, as you can see,
down.
she's drooling a lot, so I think she's probably going to be having some teeth come soon. But she is eating solid food. She likes baby foods. Her favorite foods are sweet peas and sweet carrots.
Go figure, because I can't stand peas.
And it's crazy because she does not like bananas, or like the fruit. I try to give her that stuff, and she doesn't like it.
That's good right now.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Hopefully
right
she'll
now.
keep that up in like her vegetables.
What are you looking at?
But yeah, that's some of the things that she's doing. Still talking a whole lot. Still
Oh,
singing for those of you who know.
I'm surprised she's not talking a lot right now on the
I
camera,
know,
but
she's
she's been babbling like all the time, all day.
Yep. Oh, you better shout. You better praise the Lord because you got eagles. Yes, ma'am.
Taylor,
Yes,
you want to say
ma'am.
anything?
You got anything you'd like to say?
Got anything you want to sing? Say yeah, 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 yeah. Why did she looked at me like,
That
that's my
sounds
song.
familiar.
Oh, you told me to stop?
Oh.
Okay.
He's not singing it right. No.
Alright, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Hey.
What? Are you shy?
Oh, we gotta put the video up of her falling asleep while she was eating too. Just in case some of you haven't seen it yet. But we'll just play it at the bottom while we're talking right now. But it was pretty funny, man. She's a happy lady all the way around. Sometimes we hear from people, and just because she smiles at everybody she sees, like she meets no strangers at all. And it's a blessing. How many people just tell us that she is a happy baby, from her daycare to the people that watch her at church. And it's a blessing, but the thing that's even a greater blessing is that she's like this all the time. Like, it's not just out and about, but when we're at home, she's laughing, she's joking. Bless you. But it's a beautiful thing.
It's a blessing, and we're not saying that there aren't times where she cried. There are times where she does cry, I'll say, and you have to just.
There are frustrating moments, just like with any child, but
those are far and few. I would say,
right.
Very far and few. So we're thankful that God blessed us with the.
We're definitely thankful, and I feel it in my spirit.
I
feel it in my spirit.
You feel it.
Somebody right now is thinking, oh, since she's so good, then that just means that she's making room for the next baby. I felt somebody thinking that.
Oh well.
I felt this, or yeah, right. Or somebody's thinking, well, that next one gonna be a terror.
Yeah. We don't receive that.
See that.
But we do thank you for everybody who's supporting us and praying for us and keeping us encouraged through this journey of life.
Keeping us encouraged.
Yeah.
I think it's funny when people be like, yeah, that next baby though, that's gonna be a terror. And it's like, thank you. That's very encouraging. We look forward to it.
Yeah. So yeah, we appreciate you all. And we look forward to putting out more videos. I guess a little more often, hopefully. We kind of got adjusted now. Yeah, it has been a busy kind of end of the year going into the new year, but I think we have a pretty decent routine going.
Yeah, we got a lot of things in the works too.
Stuff in the works, so
things
y'all
coming out
stay tuned.
soon.
Yeah. All right, we love you all, enjoyables. Y'all have a blessed day.
Wait, Taylor.